Sneller! Sneller! Hello everyone, how are you guys today? We got the Roachies eating. They're already eating, they're already snacking. Yeah, they are hungry today. I have an above camera, but it keeps like sliding its angle. Let me try to fix it again. It doesn't want to stay upright. No. Man. How are you guys today? How are you guys? Are you ready for the weekly roach cam or feeding cam? They're so hungry. This is their first time ever having apple. Green apple. No, apple also. They also haven't had apple before. This is their first time. See how it keeps sliding? The upper cam. It keeps sliding around and changing its angle. That's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Look at those chubby boys. Chubby babies. Loving their yummy yummy apples. Nice and juicy apples. If I cover myself in roaches, I'll have a reaction. Well, I mean, it's figurative. I figuratively want to cover myself in roaches. But if I did it in reality, I know I would be in pain. Doesn't make me not want to do it. I want to do it. I want it, but I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, and so I shan't. And so I shan't do it. I shan't do it. I'm gonna make a chat on screen. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yum, 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 yum. Let's see, let's see. I shan't do it. There we go. Aren't they the cutest? Aren't roaches just the cutest things ever? Don't you love them, guys? Look at them. Oh. Aren't they the best? I love them! I love them so much! Hopefully that holds the camera correctly. What do you mean the ones that show up in gross places? None of these guys are in gross places. They're just eating apples. They're not gross, they're just eating apples. They're just chowing down on some apples. Dun, 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 dun. But I don't keep common house roaches. I keep Madagascar hissing cockroaches, the ones that hiss. I love them. I love them. I love them. Is the music too loud, by the way? Do I need to turn it down? I really can't tell. Look at them! Look at them! They're so cute! Okay, wait, I also need to add... the not power stimulator. More apple. And more apple. I give half of the apple to... I give half of the apple to the other roach colony I have. And then these guys get the rest of the apple. And they also have some kale, of course, on the bottom. So that they get their kale. They love their kale. They can't live without their kale. Does the top angle disturb you guys? Is it a disturbing angle seeing them all clumped up? Which one is more disturbing? Which one is more disturbing? Neither. Well, they shouldn't be disturbing in the first place. More apple already? Okay, annoying. The main angle is more disturbing. It feels like you are a roach, but wouldn't that be more comforting? Like you're just one of them. You're just eating with the dudes, with the guys, with the dudes, with the buddies. I don't know. I feel like this one would invoke more like fear in people because it's like they're all swarming. Look a lot more swarmy. There's a really big one back there. At the top. At the apple function, bobbing for apples. I like both angles. I don't want to disturb them quite yet, but I will put an apple aside. A gift to them in a second. But they're just so happy chowing down right now. I don't want to disturb them. If I put one in right now, they're all going to scatter. More apple! More! You want me to scare them off? They're trying this food for the first time ever. We can't overwhelm them. Cutting up some apple. Big roach. Big roach. Big roach. It's more calming. Yeah, I think it's cooler. It's also more high quality. So like you can really see them chowing down. Which I like. I like seeing them up close. I like seeing their little faces, their little heads. I like seeing their little heads nibbling. Don't worry guys, they're friendly. Don't worry guys, they're friendly. They eat apples, not people. So there's nothing to worry about. If we dropped an apple onto them, how quickly do you think they'd return? I don't know, that's a thing. I mean, they're really, really into it right now. That's why I'm just setting aside the apples for a second. I mean, we only just started, so I'm gonna just hold on to the pieces for a little bit. They're so cute! Yeah, I love them so much! The humidifier fell off the side of my tank and now they've just been burying it in dirt. It's fine, they don't need a humidifier. I can see how humid it is with my eyes. I look and I see if it is humid. Is it wet? No. It's humid. If it's not humid, it's not wet. Right now it's not very wet. They like moisture. Yeah, I've been putting into all my terrariums. I got this like mini humidifier. That I just like charge it up. I fill it with water and I just put it inside of a terrarium until it runs out of juice. And then that's like all the misting they need for like a week. It's so much water. I've just been doing that, and I seem to really like it. It's like having a little misty rain bath. A bath, they bathe in the misty fog. Because I was looking at getting like actual reptile defoggers. Or no, not defoggers, foggers. Actual reptile foggers, you know, the ones that are actually meant for terrariums. Bro, why are they so expensive? A little mini humidifier costs like $20 basically. Like that's... But if you want to get like a reptile humidifier, you're looking at $80. Are you kidding me? I'm not paying $80.
Released a whole apple.
On the whole apple? Well, they have half of the apple. I only have one apple. A whole apple? Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to start putting in the apples, guys. You're gonna have to start putting in the apples. Hopefully it doesn't spook them too much. Yeah, more apple. I don't have any more apple. I'm putting all the pieces of apple I have. I had to use some of the apple to feed my other dudes. My snails have a little bit of apple. Try not to scare them. I'm sorry! Camera doesn't want to cooperate. We can do it, bro. A top camera does not want to work! This is the problem with opening it up with the top camera because it moves it and then it's like out of place. It gets out of place and then it won't go back and I can't get it to go back. Anyway, they're covered in apples now. So many apples. I mean, last time we fed them like a ton of goldfish. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? Last time we gave them so much goldfish. They didn't even eat all the goldfish we gave them. It was too much goldfish. It was too much. The whimsy of these creatures, they are for the whimsy. Look at a really big one. And a really fat one. Up on the top cam. Look at the fat one at the top. His greed is insatiable. Eating that apple up top. He's not fast, he's just got a big exoskeleton. I think that's a male. I'm pretty sure that's a male too. It's a bulky guy. He's got muscle. It's a muscle. He's big bone. This is real big. I love roaches, and I love when you pick up roaches. I love it when you pick up the hissing roaches and they go. I love it. I love it. When I see big ones like that, I just want to pluck them out and hear them scream at me. I want to pluck them out and listen to them screech. Is that evil? Is that an evil thing? Is that evil thoughts? Am I having evil thoughts? Like Desert Rainforest. Guys, I know I said this every time, but I've been really considering getting a frog. I went to my local pet store and they didn't have any. They didn't have any frogs, so I might have to go to my exotic pet store and actually get one. I really want a frog. I've also been looking for a terrarium. That would be good for a frog, one that keeps in humidity. I mean, I have a terrarium in my basement, but I would have to put something on top of it so that the humidity stays in better. This is gonna sound kind of fucked up, but the way I keep my terrariums humid, a lot of the times, is I actually use anime girl mouse pads, like desk mats. I use desk mats. I use VTuber desk mats, and you like put them on top of the mesh terrarium top, and then the humidity stays in. They're really good for keeping humidity inside, but then it kind of makes them a little gross. But only on the bottom they're a little bit gross. They get a little moldy. I feel bad for the VTubers though, because I'm making them moldy. I'm making my VTubers moldy. I'm reusing them. I mean, I use them. You have to try to make sure they don't get moldy. Yeah. It's a process. I just feel bad when they do. Most of them seem moldy anyway. Well, that's why I like desk mats, because I can use them to put them on top of my terrariums. And then I have an anime girl on top of my terrarium. It's the best! Do I use them like normal after? No. I have one mouse pad on my desk and all the other mouse pads I use, or desk mats I put on my terrariums. That's why I get multiple. I need to get another one. If I get a frog and I put it in the big terrarium I have, I need to put a big desk mat on it. It's a bit odd, but it keeps in the humidity. It's really effective. You'd think it wouldn't be, but it is. Keeps in the humidity nice. And then if you need them to have a little air, you just move it a little bit and they get a little bit of air. You just like give them a couple inches of you know, open top, and then they have the air. I mean, if you think about, honestly, roaches, Madagascar hissing roaches, they like humidity, but they don't need humidity. The things that need humidity more so are like my snails, they need humidity. If I got a frog, it would definitely need humidity. Humidity is very importante for frog. Obviously, they need their skin to be moist at all times. So if I get frog, it must be very moist. Yeah, I've been looking into Pac-Man frogs, and I've been looking into fire-belly toads. Because I've heard they're both very ravenous. Ravenous amphibians. Very ravenous. And I have many roaches, as you can see. So, they would get much food. And then I don't just have roaches, I also have mealworm. So they could get a variety. Frog streams. Yeah, we could do frog feeding streams then, too. I don't know how people normally feed their frogs, but I've seen a lot of videos of people taking their frogs out of the terrarium and like putting them in a container that has nothing in it, just a little bit of water, and then they put the food in front of them, because apparently frogs are really dumb. Apparently frogs are really dumb, and you have to put the food right in front of their face with no other distractions around for them to understand sometimes. But I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I'll get a stupid frog that I need to do that with, or if I'll get a intelligent frog that can figure out food in front of it. I don't know. But yeah, the Pac-Man frogs are the ones that get really big and fat. They get really big and fat. Big boys. And then, yeah. They're very cute. Did you guys watch the Amazing Digital Circus episode yesterday? What were your thoughts? I know I'm gonna say my thoughts and everybody's gonna be like, I don't like you anymore. I don't like you when you express opinions. You saw it in theaters? Okay, that's where my opinion lies. With the Amazing Digital Circus last episode. My opinion is it's not bad, but if I had paid money to go see it in theaters, I would have been really disappointed. I probably wouldn't have even sat through all of it if I had paid to go in theaters. That last episode, it ties up a lot of stuff. You know, and it, gives you the lore and the backstory, but it's just like, oh, they played 8 and 9 together? I didn't really like 8 either, though. Maybe I'm just not the kind of person, but, I thought it was just kind of a big sob fest, and I was like, if I watched this in theaters, I would have been so bored. Alright, it's like the last 2 episodes were like, in my opinion, everybody let's gather around the table and talk about our trauma and cry. You go to the theater for everything and anything. I guess some people like theaters more. I haven't been to the theater in like a long time. I haven't been to the theater in a long time. I think the last time I went to see a movie in the theater, I watched the Sonic movie. The first one. The first one. So it was a while ago. Obviously. I know that was a long time ago. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been to the theater. You gotta get out more. No, I don't have anything to do. I have no purpose to go outside, so why will I? Why would I go outside? There might even be bugs to see. There may perhaps be bugs to see. Hello, everyone. I like watching them close up. Look at how much apple they've already eaten. They've devoured it. They've completely devoured it. And we have roaches already crawling on the glass, trying to get to the camera so they can block it. That's what they want. What's the largest roach you could actually get? I mean, the largest roach in the world is the Megalovania long penis. That's what it's called. Called Megalovania long penis. Yeah. You guys don't know the Megalovania, the long penis of the Megalovania cockroach? Okay, I lied a little bit. It's called Megaloblata long penis. But close enough. It does sound an awful lot like Megalovania long penis, though, doesn't it? Long penis, long penis. They really like those apples. Oh, we need to think of more food items to give them. I've been thinking of getting a tomato to try and give them. It'll be their first time trying tomato. I wish I knew how to cook, because I think it'd be so cute if I made like mini foods for the roaches. Like, what if I made like a little mini spaghetti or something? Think about how cute that would be. Make like a little mini omelet, like a mini... What other mini foods? Mini... You can make them a little mini cake. A mini... Mini spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti sounds the easiest. Mini pancakes? Give them pancakes. And then I could just give them... it would look cute on stream too, because they would have like... Oh, it'd be so cute. But I can't cook, guys. I'm bad at cooking. I can't cook. I don't even think the roaches would eat my cooking, if I'm gonna be honest. Would they have a Lady in the Tramp moment? You know, I bet some of them would. You know, honestly, maybe. I don't know if they'd feel the romance, but they would. I think they could do it. I think they could do it. You know what? They don't even need to cook anyway. Yeah. I mean, but they probably prefer their food raw anyway. But it's like, it's the cuteness. It's the cuteness factor for content. For content. I'd make them little mini foods for content. That would be the point. I know. I also haven't ever fed them grapes. I wonder if they would like grapes. I feel like they would like it if I like cut a grape in half and then like a nice firm grape. I'd probably love that. However, I will say there are some fruits that bugs actually really don't like. So I often feel like with fruits, like it's kind of like they might like it or they might hate it. Especially when it comes to like citrus and stuff. Bugs actually hate citrus. Like lemon. They don't like lemon. I don't know if they would like orange. I mean, it is citrus, but maybe it's more sweet and so maybe they would like it. I don't know. I haven't tried orange. I've tried a lemon though. They did not like lemon. They don't like citrus. How big is it? How big is the platoon of roaches? Pretty big. There's a lot of them. I mean, it's not all of them there. And I have a second colony. I have 2 colonies of roaches. This is just one of them. The little hamsters, cooking little hamster food. That's exactly where I get the idea of giving the roaches little foods from. Be so cute. Be so cute. Will the colonies wage a war? No, because one colony came from the other colony. The other one has mostly dubia roaches. So I mean they are kind of separated a little bit, but this is my main colony. This was my first colony. And then I take the ones that don't seem to be doing super well. And I take any dubia roaches out of this one, I put them in the other one. It's like the remedial colony. The colony for roaches. The remedial colony. I don't know how to put it. If they look like it's like too much, like they can't handle the current colony, I move them into the other one. And then they normally get better. How long until your army of roaches is fully formed? I need something to start eating them. That's my biggest problem. I wish that something could be me, but I can't. I'm allergic. I'm allergic, so I can't eat them. But if I get a frog or 2, then I can eat them. Deep fry them? No! That would decrease the roach size of the roach army. It would keep it, what's the word? It would cull the population. It would keep them from being too overpopulated. Because they do reproduce too much. They make babies a lot. I guess one day all of them will make babies with everybody, and then the babies will start making babies with the other babies, and then they're gonna have bad genes, and then they're all gonna die. But that's probably not right now. It's probably a couple years from now at least, you know? That's what happens when they inbreed. They start to get bad genes and they die. Inbreeding is bad, guys. I would also look into other reptiles and stuff, but I would look into other reptiles and stuff, but they need like heat lamps and stuff, and I can't supply heat lamp, unfortunately. All I can supply is sunlight if they need it, but I don't have electricity power for heat lamp. I can do heat pad though. I can do heat pad. I could do a heat pad. If something can take a heat pad instead of a heat lamp, I could do that. But yeah. Could you feed your black widow a roach? I can feed my black widow like the small ones, like the babies. But you gotta remember, these are big roaches. These are like the size of my palm, some of these guys. They're big. I mean, I guess potentially even a big one, a black widow could potentially take it down, but it wouldn't be able to eat all of that. It just wouldn't. But yeah, like really small, tiny babies. If I ever have a tiny baby escape through like a crack or something, as punishment, I feed it to my black widow. They only get one chance in life, and if they escape the terrarium, they get death. They get to be fed to the black widow. If they try to escape, they get black widow. They do choose their own fate. Yeah, they do serve as examples. They escape less now. Do I ever find roaches outside of my room? Very rarely. I mean, it has happened before, but it's like so rare it never happens. And normally any roaches I find outside of my terrariums are not very big. They die pretty quickly when they're not, you know, on the outside. But yeah. I mean, they're not like gross or anything, but it is kind of sometimes a little bit weird to like pick up something and then there's a roach in it and you're like, ah! Hello. And then they'll poop on it and you're like, man, that's gross. That's nasty, bro. Gonna crawl into my shirt and then you're gonna poop in it. Gonna crawl into my panty drawer and then poop in my panties. The panties are not for you to poop in, they're for me to poop in, idiot. Come on. My worst fear is forgetting to lock the cage and coming back to roaches everywhere. Oh yes, that is the worst fear. And you know, I haven't done that like to a point where I've left them with the lid open for hours or anything, but there has been moments where I haven't closed it for like a couple minutes and I like leave my room and then I come back and I'll see it open and I'll go but normally only like 1 or 2 escape in that case. Wow! Try baking soda. I heard roaches turn into a balloon and pop. Why would I want that? Why would I want that? I'm sure they don't like baking soda, but I won't want to give them that. That's terrible. They're very clean. Roaches? My roaches, at least. My roaches are very clean. But they do poop. But the poop isn't that bad. It's not like gross poop. It's like bunny rabbit poop, you know? It's like little pellets. All poop is gross poop. I don't know. I used to when I volunteered at animal shelter, I used to take care of the rabbits sometimes, and their poop is not that gross. It doesn't smell that bad. You can like pick it up with your hand, and it's like solid. Easy to clean because of that. You know, they're just little tiny balls. They kind of roll around. You can just sweep them up really easy. I say that is the superior form of poop. None of that wet, poopy, nasty shit. Give me rabbit poop. It's very, very easy. Do not pick it up with your hands. Sometimes you have to when you're cleaning. Correction, do not put it in your mouth. Yeah, like Cocoa Puffs. It's exactly what they look like, and they don't smell like much. They smell like... I don't know, like... dog food, a little bit. Not even as bad as dog food. More like... they smell like... digested grass. I don't know how to put it. I mean, they don't smell like Cocoa Puffs. They are pretty easy to take care of, though. Yeah, it's part of their diet, and roaches have a pretty safe diet too. I mean, they only eat fruits and veggies for the most part. So it's not really gross poop, that's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to animals like cats and dogs and humans, those poops are nasty because they're omnivores or carnivores and they eat meat, and meaty poop is the worst. But if they just eat like fruits and vegetables, it's fine. Animals that just eat like this, they're very clean. And then there's even animals that eat their poop, like isopods. I have isopods in there too. I have isopods in here, and they clean up. They eat the poop, they eat the leftover foods. What do you do if the tank population explodes? Well, that's why I've been trying to figure out. I haven't been doing anything about it. I'm saying I need to get a frog or a toad or something, so that I can start slowly feeding my roaches to the frog and start culling the population so that they don't explode in population. That's what I've been thinking about. Frog would devour so many. I need 3 fat ones every 3 to 4 days. What kind of frog did you have? I've never had a frog. I've never had a reptile or an amphibian. So I need to like do a lot of research before I get one. But I need to see also what my local exotic store has. I need to go over to the exotic pet store. I know they have lots of stuff, but... Yeah, Pac-Man frogs! Those are what I was thinking of. Those are like probably my #1 pick because I know they're really common, they're not that expensive, and they eat a lot. But I've also been looking at fire-bellied toads a little bit. They're a little bit more aquatic, which, you know... I have my issues with aquariums and not wanting to have an aquarium, but it's not really an aquarium, they just need some water. Hey, I could probably make like a tub for them. Tub of water. Fire-bellied newts. Ooh, that's something I haven't heard of. I'll look that up. Mitty here! Thank you for the raid! Thank you! Welcome, raiders! Welcome! I'm Genius Snail Scientist Lemmy Lycan, and these are my roaches. They are eating green apples today for the first time ever, and they very much seem to like them. They seem to very much like their green apples. Hopefully they'll finish them. I don't know if they will, though. Yeah, they're so roachy. Some of them are fatter than others, but I love them. I think they're cute. I mean, like a fire-bellied newt. I also know that there's like reptiles that eat roaches too. I mean, I could go for a reptile, but it would have to have something that can it would have to be a reptile that can pretty much live on natural light instead of a heat lamp, because I don't think I can get a heat lamp in my house without everything exploding. Do any of you guys have reptiles or amphibians by any chance? Yes, Mitty, thank you so much for reading. Also, what were you guys doing over on Mitty's stream? Have a good sleep. I should also give you the shield. I'll give you a shield. I need a veteran reptile and veteran reptile and amphibian pet owners to let me know what the best pet is to have, easiest to take care of, things that will eat roaches so that I don't get too many. My population is always increasing. I need to start decreasing it, you know? Oh, you're watching Medalist. You know who loves that anime? Toka loves that anime. It's the one that's about ice skating, right? Figure skating. I have my qualms with turtles. I don't think I would get a turtle. Did you know one of the most common ways that people get salmonella is from pet turtles? When I worked at the aquarium, we had turtles and they were the nastiest little creatures ever. No offense to turtles, but they're kind of nasty little guys. They're smelly and they're nasty. Yeah, they're pretty high maintenance. I think a lot of people buy turtles and expect them to be a lot easier to take care of than they actually are. But in my opinion, turtles are not a pet I would want to take care of. What about a gecko? Yeah, a gecko might be nice. Again, the biggest problem with reptiles though is heat lamp. I don't know if I can get a heat lamp in my house without my electricity exploding. I mean, if it was like a really small low watt heat lamp, I could probably get a low watt small one. But I was planning on if I get a frog or I get a toad or reptile or whatever to eat my roaches, I'll probably set up the terrarium. I'll probably set it up in like my living room, next to a window, so it will get a natural daylight cycle. A natural day-night cycle. And that way I don't have to worry too much about lights and warmth, because they'll get natural light and they'll get natural warmth from the light. That's what I'm hoping for. Because in my room, I don't have any natural light. In my room, I always have the windows closed. Nothing in my room gets natural light. I don't even get the natural day-night cycle, not in my house. Or an extension cord to your neighbor's house. Oh man. That would be another reason for my neighbors to come over here and kill me. I'm scared of my neighbors, guys. I know I complain about my neighbors all the time, but like genuinely I'm kind of scared of them. What are you doing, bro? 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 What are you... Okay. There's just a baby on top of that one. He's just piggybacking. He won't let go. Oh, there he goes. Oh, look at that one. They're starting to get tired of the apples already. Perhaps we give them too many apples. They're overwhelmed by the amount of apples. They don't know what to do with all of it. Yeah, you don't know what to do with all of it, do you? You don't know what to do. Hi. What are you gonna do with all those apples? Whatever are you gonna do? What's up? They just want attention, guys. It's just they want to be the center of attention at all times. It's okay. The apples, I'm pretty sure they'll be gone by morning. They'll probably be gone by morning, knowing my Roachies. If I had mealworms in this terrarium, more mealworms in this terrarium. There are some mealworms in this terrarium, but not like a lot. If I had more mealworms in this terrarium, they would be eating the heck out of it right now. I've been using mealworms as like a cleanup crew. I use isopods and mealworms and I put them in the dirt of my terrariums. And then any like leftover food or like dead things, they eat it. And they eat it up, no problem. And then there's no leftover food ever to get moldy, and there's no dead bodies to get stinky. Having a cleanup crew for your terrarium is really, really, really ideal. Highly recommend. I don't really keep isopods for any other reason than for cleanup crew. Speaking of isopods, I need to organize my isopods and sort them. I've been meaning to do it for a while. But I haven't gotten around to it. But I really should do a stream where I organize my isopods. Because they've made a lot of babies. They've made a lot of babies recently. And I need to see how many we have and all the different types we have. I have to see how much I have now. How many babies they made. If they crossbred, I don't know. Roly-polies. Like hold the baby. Of the roaches? The roly-polies. He's chowing down on the apple. Yummy apple. Look at him. Yummy apple. Apple, 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 apple. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. They do give birth to a lot at once. But I mean, I've just been letting them. I've been talking about it, but I've been thinking I need to get something to eat the roaches. So that the population doesn't get too big. Hello, can you get off of the screen, Roach, please? Please. Come on, Roach, get off the screen. I don't want to see your butt. Get your booty hole off of the screen. Dude, get off! Get off! Get your butt off the screen! Get your butt off my screen! He's being so rude. He's just rude. Straight up rude. I can't fix him. Aren't roaches the best? Aren't they just the cutest things you've ever ding-dang seen, guys? I think they are. I think they're the cutest ding-dang things you've ever ding-dang seen, huh? Just the best. My mantis has gotten a lot bigger, too. You guys wanna play Spot the Mantis? You see her? What is she doing? Oh, okay. Say hi to the camera. No, don't attack the camera. She's trying to climb on the camera. I don't think she can get a grip. You're in a fall! Come here. Boy. Come here. Oh, she just wants to climb on the camera so bad. Here she is. Oh, she's looking at the roaches. Yep, that's my mantis. She's still pretty tiny, but she's getting a lot bigger. Hi! Getting a lot bigger. And now there's roaches on the camera again. I do wish they didn't do that. Hey, there's a beetle in there too. There's a beetle in there. What's that beetle doing in there, huh? She does jump so fast. She's very jumpy. She just likes to climb on everything. That's her main problem. Obsessed with climbing on everything. She is currently trying to climb up my water bottle. Yes, these are hissing cockroaches. They're starting to get tired of their apples, huh? Do you ever think about how long after humans caused their own extinction, bugs will still rule the earth? Yeah, I mean, they've been here for millions and millions and millions of years. So, of course, they'll still probably be here for millions and millions and millions and more. Unless somehow we manage to completely eradicate all life on the planet. I don't know, with radiation or like a heat death or something. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, if we manage to go extinct, I do think that's bad, because that would mean we kill everything. Something catastrophic must happen. Something catastrophic must happen to cause the extinction of humans, whether it's a zombie apocalypse, nuclear war. I don't know. Human virus only kills humans. Well, then the bugs would thrive, and it would be great. Then it would be perfect, and then the world could go back to being perfect, and just being filled with bugs and animals. The way it was meant to be. There wouldn't be cheese anymore, though. There wouldn't be cheese, but I also wouldn't be able to eat cheese anyway, because I would be dead. So at that point, does cheese really matter? My mantis is eating right now. I'm gonna see if I can get her on camera eating. There she is. Look at her! Isn't she the cutest? She's devouring a mealworm right now. That's going quite well. That is one of their tactics. I wish I could get a better angle for you guys. Isn't she the cutest? I love her. Just devouring a mealworm alive. As she should. Does she have a name? No, she doesn't. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't really name my bugs and stuff. Because when you lose them, it makes it more, you know, sad. When you lose them. And bugs don't live very long. My tarantulas do, if it's a female. In fact, my tarantula's molting right now. I hope she molts good. Yeah, I don't normally name stuff. I'm afraid of losing things, so if I give it a name and then it becomes personal. You can't give things names if they're gonna die. I don't know. What would you guys name the mantis? What would you name her? Oh, she's broken the mealworm in half, and she's eating. She's eating it from the inside out. Damn, girl. Damn, girl, you vicious. Look at her. She's got one half in one arm and the other half in the other arm. What a little freak. Didn't even give that mealworm a chance to live. Just straight up ripped it in half. I know this is supposed to be Roach Cam, but hey, the roaches are still there up above me. They're just kind of tired of apples, I think. Mantis is way cuter in my opinion, anyway. Yeah! She's not really pink, though. I don't know if I would call her pinky. She's not an orchid mantis. This is a Chinese mantis. And they can vary in colors from like green to yellow to like brown. I'd say she's more of like a reddish brown color. I'm not sure if that's because she's like blending in with her environment with that red fake plant I have in there with her. But she also has green fake plants, so I don't know. Tiny ones join the fat one. Yeah, they're all... It's funny, like, when one of them starts eating one thing, they all are like, no, I want that, actually. Actually, I want that. Minnow, because she's small. She won't be small forever, though. She's gonna get pretty big. Chinese mantises are some of the biggest mantises in the world, right? Hina would fit. I like Hina. Hina would fit. They get quite large, especially if it's a female. They can grow to be 4 to 5 inches. She may. He may. Will she get more red? She could. Potentially she could get more green or more brown or more yellow. Just depends. I'm not 100% sure how the color adaptation works with mantises. I know that they kind of adapt to the colors of their surroundings, but I don't know if, like how much they will. But yeah. Chinese mantises can be a range of colors. Pretty much any color that a leaf can be, they can be that color. And she's brown. She's just brown. I had an orchid mantis years and years ago. But they actually live... They don't live very long. It only lives for... An orchid mantis only lives for like 6 months. So... It was kind of sad when it died. And then I didn't have a mantis for a long time. But... I got her like a month ago, I think. I got her like a month ago. And I got her as a teeny tiny baby. She was just a nymph. And look at how big she's gotten. I mean, she's still quite small, but I'd say she's double, maybe even triple the size she was when I first got her. When I first got her, she was so minuscule you could barely find her in the terrarium. She was so tiny. Same with my jumping spider. She was also so tiny you could barely see her. Yeah, I love mantises too. One thing like a decade and a half is interesting. I don't know if they think of time in that way though. I don't know how they experience time. How they experience age. If they even experience it in like the sense that we do. She's so happy. She's so happy eating her 2 halves of a mealworm. I know, I love jumping spiders. I love spiders in general. But right now I have jumping spider. I have a black widow. And then I have 3 tarantulas. I have two terrestrial tarantulas, and then I have 1 arboreal tarantula. So, yeah. And then I have mantis. And then I also have a little tiny baby western forest scorpion. Who has been tiny for so long, I'm starting to worry that he's never gonna grow. I'm starting to worry he's never gonna grow up. I'm like worried about it. I mean, it's not hard to own bugs. Part of the reason why I love bugs so much is because they're so simple. They're such simple organisms. They just do their own thing. They're everywhere. They're super important. And they're so unique and vast and different. That's what I like about bugs. And they've gotta be very hardy. Lots of bugs are very hardy, too. So like, you know, when I keep the roaches, they're super easy to take care of because they don't need heat. They don't really need humidity control. I mean, they like humidity, but it's not gonna kill them if they don't have it. They just need food and the water and space. And then they just kind of do everything else themselves. Do all bugs need is food and light? Well, it depends on the bug. Some bugs don't need light. Like I said, my room doesn't have any light. Like, any natural light. So, I have spiders in my room, and I have my roaches in my room. I have my mantis in my room. I mean, she would probably benefit from some natural sunlight, but... I mean, she gets a little tiny bit of it. She's fine. She's fine. Yeah, most of the stuff that lives in my room is nocturnal anyway, so it would be asleep during the day, so it doesn't even need light. My snails, however, I do keep my snails in my living room so that they get natural light. There was a funny short story I read about salmonella in this book. What? Animal going from a mindset to a more human one. I would much rather have the mindset of a bug than have the mindset of a human, personally. Humans are too complex. Right? Humans are too complex. They have complex emotion, complex feelings, complex thoughts. It's stupid. It's stupid and unnecessary. And I would much rather have simple thoughts and instincts. I want simple thoughts and instincts. That's what I want. I don't want to think about the complexities of life and how minuscule we are in the grand scheme of things and how we're probably never going to amount to anything and everybody's going to forget you in 1,000 years. I don't want to think about that. I want to think about food and sleep. They're so simple, but they're so unique. And that's what makes them amazing. I love them. I love bugs. They're so perfect. So simple. If I was a bug, we wouldn't have found you as let me like it. I think you would have found me no matter what. Even if I was just a bug. I just personally think that bugs are amazing. They're the best, 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 they're the best. They're the best, I love them. I love them. So simple. They bring me happiness. They bring me so much happiness. I feel like that's where a lot of people lack happiness. You just have to find something that makes you happy. Always. Every time. No matter what you do. And for me, bugs and animals make me happy. Every time. Even when they're little bitches. Even when they're little fucking spoiled ass bitches. They're still so full of whimsy and joy. Content with just being bug. Being a little bug. Doing their thing. What could possibly be better? She's almost done with her mealworm. She's just eating its butt now. Just the little end of the butt. She's trying to savor the flavor so it can last forever. Yum, 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 yum. I wonder if I asked her what her favorite part of the mealworm is, what she would say. I honestly think she would actually say the middle, because she always goes straight for the middle. At first she would like eat them head first, but now every time I give her a mealworm, she like tries to eat it straight from the middle. And I think she likes the middle the best. I think she's learned that she likes the organs. Those are probably the most flavorful. Look at her little booty shaking too. She's so happy. So happy, wagging her butt. Little butt waggies. That mealworm isn't very happy. I don't think that mealworm can feel anything anymore. I think that mealworm is very much dead and devoured. It's not much for him to feel in the form of emotions or anything. She ate his brain. You can't think without the brain. The thing about this mantis in comparison to the orchid mantis I used to have is the orchid mantis had very distinctive eyes, like you could see where it was looking at all times. This mantis, their eyes kind of blend in with the rest of their body, so it's really hard to see what she's actually looking at. She could be looking anywhere. You can't really tell. But on the orchid mantis, it had like these really bright eyes. You could see where they were looking. Really cool. Really cool. I'm pretty sure these mantises live in North America too. So you could technically possibly find this mantis just somewhere in the US, somewhere in your yard or something. I've only ever found a mantis out in nature one time. I don't think they're very common where I am. I wish they were. I'd be kidnapping mantises left and right if they were, but I don't think they are. Unfortunately. They need a lot more moisture. To survive and be content, they need a moisture. All the times I found mantises, they've had parasites. That's sad. But yeah, mantises can get parasites. I've heard there is a way to remove parasites, like, from mantises. Like, at least horsehair worms and stuff. Like, if you stick the mantis's butt... If you stick the mantis's butt in water, like, the horsehair worm will, like, come out because it likes water, and it'll try and move into the water. Oh, she's done. She's done. Now she's watching the roaches. If it just has like a horsehair parasite, then you can probably remove the parasite, okay, and then probably keep it fine. But yeah, that is the problem with getting any kind of animal or bug from nature. They often do have parasites and stuff. I remember seeing a mantis parasite removed and then it went to eat the parasite. I mean, understandable. Eat that bitch. But some parasites, like, their whole plan is to get eaten. You gotta watch out for those ones. Like, you guys know the... I forget what it's called, the name of it. But the snail parasites, the ones that make snails have rainbow eyeballs. I forget what it's called. It has a name. Rainbow... Yeah, the disco parasite. rainbow snail parasite. Leucochloridium paradoxum. That is what the rainbow snail parasite is called. So the whole thing it does, its whole plan, its whole scheme is it gets into the digestive system of birds, and then the birds poop out the babies and the eggs. It poops out the eggs of the parasite. And then the poop is eaten by the snails, and then the eggs hatch inside the snails and take over their eye sockets and make them these weird bulging rainbow sacs. And the plan there is to make the birds see these bulging rainbow sac eyes on the snails and think that they're caterpillars. That's the whole point. And then, of course, the birds come down and they eat the snail with the caterpillar eyes. And then the parasite goes through its mating process and a whole like cycle within the bird, and then it lays the eggs inside the bird, and then the bird poops them out, and then the snail eats the poop, and it's like a cycle. That's the whole point. They literally want to get eaten. That's their whole plan. They want to get eaten by birds, and they want to get eaten by snails. Yeah, you're coming back. What's what the point of the mask is? Mask? They just want to get eaten. That's their whole plan from the start. Parasite plan. Get eaten. And then take over. And then get eaten again. And then get pooped out. That's what the mask is. What? What are you guys talking about? What's the mask? Yeah. What if parasites just really, really love gore? I mean, obviously they do. Clearly they do. They like it. Well, I guess specific parasites do. I'm not sure all of them do. Yeah, the roaches are like already done with all their apples. They had a moment of craving, and now they're done with it. There's only like 2 left. I guess they ate their fill and then left. I do wish they would stick around longer, though. Look at this one. Look at him. Look at him chowing down. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. You know, sometimes when they eat like really hard things, really stiff things, you can actually hear them eating. Did you know that? You can actually hear them eating. Like when I give them crackers and like goldfish and stuff, things that are hard, you can hear their little mouth parts scraping against the food. Yeah, some more Mike in the terrarium way. We've tried it before. We have tried it before. Just kind of a pain in the ass to set up. and then you can hear me twice. And it's not super nice. And also you can hear my neighbors next door when the kid screams. And I don't like that. Yeah, leaf-eating insects can also make crunchy noises. Also, sometimes when my tarantulas first grab their, sometimes when my tarantulas first grab, like, the mealworm I throw into their terrarium for them to snack on, you can hear them grab it, you can hear them go, and then you can hear, like, them crunch into it. The first initial bite, the snatch, you can hear them crunch it. What's with the neighbor's kids needing to scream? I don't know. I think my neighbors are very... I don't think they take very good care of that kid. That's it. That's what I think it is. Specifically, my neighbors is partially the reason why I think that there's a lot of people in this world who just shouldn't have kids. Never ever in my life have I experienced such people who I feel like should not own pets or kids or anything at all. Some people are just not built for it. Some people are not meant for it. He's done. He's like, I'm done. Now, there's just one roach eating. Oh, beetles. Beetles incoming! Beetles incoming! Oh, goodbye. They're not interested anymore. They decided not to. Yeah, everybody's going to take a nap after their big meal, their big feast. There are two beetles. Yeah, well, I mean, the beetles come from the mealworms. And I keep mealworms in there, like I said, to help clean up old food and dead stuff. That's the whole point of having them in there. And then when the mealworms become adults, they turn into beetles. And then the beetles make babies with each other, and then they lay eggs, and then the eggs become more mealworms. So I normally just leave the beetles alone. They don't live very long when they're beetles anyway. They don't live super long. And their only real point of living is just to make baby. And lay egg. Wait, mealworms become beetles? Yeah! You guys never knew that mealworms are baby beetles? They're baby beetles. Duh! Grubs turn into beetles. They're beetle larvae. Specifically, they become those beetles. That beetle in the back there. Mealworms become that one. They look like that when they're grown up. They turn into pupae, just like butterflies do. Like, you know how butterflies go from caterpillar to butterfly, and they go caterpillar and then they get into a chrysalis and then they become a butterfly? Well, beetles do the same thing, basically. They are a mealworm, they eat a bunch of food, and then they turn into a pupa, bury themselves deep under the dirt, and they slowly become a beetle, and then they emerge like a beetle, and then they go and they find a lover, and they make babies, and then they lay eggs, and then they die. Yeah, they do turn into a primordial goo. It's funny that a lot of bugs do the primordial goo. They enjoy becoming primordial goo. Yeah, it's because they have exoskeletons, and so like the way that they age and evolve, it's very different. You know, they can pretty much only do one of two things. They can become a pupae and completely reorganize all their organs and their body parts into a completely new form, or they can molt and just grow that way. Those are basically the two ways they get to grow if you're a bug. Either you shed out your entire skin and then grow into a slightly bigger skin every time, or you completely turn into goo and you become a completely different creature. Isn't that weird? Aren't bugs fascinating? How can you not know something like that bugs become primordial goo and then turn into something? Hello? Get off the screen, you fuck! Get off! Go away! They are really just like Pokemon. They're just like Pokemon. They evolve just like Pokemon. They go from one form to another form. No! They're trying to come onto the camera again. Roaches aren't scary. They don't even bite. They don't bite. They don't bite. Roaches aren't scary. They don't bite. I don't know. I feel like the best way to get over a fear of something is to learn everything you possibly can about it, because then it seems less scary, because you know the extent of what it can do to you. And if the extent of what an animal or an insect or whatever you're afraid of can do to you isn't really that bad in the grand scheme of things, then there's no point in being afraid of it, right? I don't know. I guess fear in humans is kind of just a strange concept to me. Because we also like to do things. We also like to do things that go directly against our fears, like people like roller coasters and stuff. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be afraid of bugs, but then you like going on roller coasters? Aren't those both going against your humanly instincts? One makes less sense than the other, though. In my opinion. Leeches. Yeah, leeches are kind of gross. I don't know, I've never seen a leech in real life. I don't like ticks. Ticks aren't bugs, they're arachnids. Did you guys know that? Ticks are arachnids. Ticks are arachnids. I don't like ticks. I don't like ticks, and I don't like mosquitoes. And mosquitoes are technically bugs, but I don't like them. Because they can spread all kinds of diseases. And it's scary because you can get bit by a mosquito and not even know it. Adrenaline junkies or something else. I've never understood why people like things like roller coasters. I would argue people who are afraid of bugs and spiders probably didn't live longer than other people. Because in reality, most bugs and spiders aren't going to kill a person. There's really no point in fearing bugs and spiders. Unless you like live in Australia or something, but even then you only really have to fear a very specific couple types of spiders. Like, people fear black widows, but they're not even gonna kill them. If you get bit by a black widow, you're not gonna die. You'll be fine. There's a social aspect. Yeah, no, there's definitely a social aspect of people being afraid of bugs. There's a stigma around them. It's part of the stigma. The Philippines has lots of really cool bugs, right? I don't know specifically what bugs, but I know they have a lot of cool ones. Because it's kind of like humid there. A little bit more tropical. A lot of tropical insects are really cool. Hey, look! It's a mealworm! It's a mealworm! Rogue mealworm! What are you doing in here? He thinks he's a roach. Look at him climb. Look at that boy climb, bro! What are you doing? What is he doing? Climbing for his life. That's what he's doing. You will become a beetle. You will eventually become a beetle. They don't have wings. These are Madagascar hissing roaches. They don't have wings. They're a species of wingless roach. They don't have wings. They can't fly. They do have very sticky feet and they can stick to anything, including glass, plastic. To you, they can stick to you. They can climb practically any surface. They're basically like Spider-Man, kinda. They can stick to anything. They got little suction cups on their toes. And they're very good at climbing. But they do not fly, and they do not jump, and they do not bite. But they do hiss. That's why they're called Madagascar hissing roaches, because they hiss. Are they snake? What? Oh, because they hiss? You know, there's a lot of animals that hiss out there. It's not just roaches and cats and stuff. I mean, snakes hiss. Some reptiles hiss. Some spiders hiss. One of my tarantulas hisses. There's lots of things that hiss. Possums hiss. It's just a way that they like make things not to attack them. Defense mechanism, that's what it's called. It's a defense mechanism. Geese also, you're right, geese do also hiss. Geese are freaky though. Geese are pretty aggressive. Roaches are chill. They hiss, but they're chill. They're chill. I've been attacked by geese many times. I mean, I still think they're cool, but like, they're kind of assholes. Geese and swans. Geese and swans are really mean. Madagascar hissing geese would be terrifying. Cute, cute. Those would be scary. I think birds in general are pretty scary. I'm not afraid of birds, but like... Birds can get aggressive, okay? I'm somebody who owns chickens. I know. They can... If I don't feed my chickens the way they want to be fed, they will attack me. They will go in full attack mode. The other day, I was feeding my chickens some bugs. And one of the chickens kept eating all the bugs before the other chicken could get to it. And so that other chicken came up to me looking for more bugs. And when I didn't have any, she started attacking me violently and she wouldn't stop. And I have like a bruise on my arm and scratches from where she was attacking me violently. All because she wasn't fast enough to get the freaking bugs. Like, bro, that's not my problem, that's your problem. Why are you attacking me for it? Why are you attacking me? I know, she was like going nuts on me for no reason. It's like, feed them to me like a baby bird. Baby bird them into my mouth, please. Thank you. Am I afraid of you, Duxon? Nah, ducks aren't scary. Ducks are just stupid. They do have scary penises, though. Ducks aren't super aggressive in general. But yeah, they're kind of creeps. No offense. Yeah. The way that ducks mate is like really fucked up. They're like very aggressive mating, unconsensual. It's messed up, very messed up. But then again, if you think about a lot of animals mate in very messed up ways. Poor Duxon. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out and your brethren, but it's true. You can't say I'm not telling the truth right now. I'm telling the truth. I'm right. I am right. There are less developed life forms that can't even type yet. Are you saying you're the most developed duck there is? Ducks are weird. I've wanted a pet duck before. I wanted a pet duck really bad before. We used to have these ducks actually that would come and sit in our front yard and just go meow, 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 meow. And so my dad would bring them water and food. And then they would be so cute, and he would bring like out a little like bin full of water so that they could swim. It was really cute. I don't know why they would particularly always come to our front yard, but they would. And then one day they stopped showing up, and my dad was like, "Someone probably ate them. Somebody went and probably ate the ducks." And I was like, "I don't know if that's legal. I don't think you could just legally take ducks and eat them." He was like, "But people probably ate them." Someone probably wouldn't eat the ducks. That's why they're not showing up. It's the only explanation. Somebody ate them. You see ducks in your neighborhood, but they just stopped. Maybe they got eaten. They must have been eaten. Somebody must have picked them up and eaten duck for dinner. As invasive ones you can. I mean, there's definitely some ducks you can hunt. I don't know what the legality is there on them. You said ducks are usually violent when they mate, but there's a male and a female duck that walked everywhere together. Are ducks one of the birds that mate for life, though? I'm pretty sure they mate for life, so once they've mated once, they're like together forever. That doesn't make the mating any less violent. Hold on, do ducks mate for life? Oh no, ducks don't mate for life. I lie. I guess so they go through seasonal relationships. Apparently ducks go through seasonal relationships. So they'll have a girlfriend or a boyfriend every season and then they'll switch. They go through seasonal monogamy. They're serial players, bro. Once the female begins incubating her eggs, the male usually leaves to find another mate and does not help raise the ducklings. Duckson! What's wrong with you? That's messed up. I hope you at least pay child support. God. Do geese mate for life? Do geese mate for life? Oh, but geese mate for life. So ducks do not mate for life. They mate every... They do seasonal monogamy, so they have a new girlfriend every season. But geese mate for life. Isn't that interesting? Maybe that's why they're so aggressive. Because they actually have like a wifey. And they will protect her at any cost. Geese mate for life and experience deep, observable grief when their partner dies. That's insane. Duckson is a duck. Duckson doesn't understand the first thing in about a loving relationship. Nothing. You're just gonna go and get a new girlfriend next season. Some are monogamous and some are polyandrous. It depends on the species. Birds are so interesting. Birds are so weird. I still think that bugs are better than birds, though. No offense to birds, but bugs are better. And I know, you guys are gonna say, oh, but birds eat bugs. No! No! It doesn't change that they're still better. Some bugs eat birds. I guess some spiders eat birds. I don't know what other bugs would eat birds. I mean, bugs certainly eat decomposing birds, dead birds, but not live birds. What do you think about Rena? How do you think Rena would feel about you saying this? I think she would understand. I think she would understand. Rena's a nice person. Rena's a nice person, so she would understand. The mealworm is back. Look at him. Climbing! He's climbing! I don't even think he knows why he's climbing. He's just climbing because. Because he can. Because he is a worm. Confused worm. Hanging on for dear life. Robber flies. I don't know what a robber fly is. I have to look it up. Robber flies. Assassin flies. Interesting. Robber flies. I think he's gotten stuck up there and he can't figure out how to get down safely. Oh, he's figuring it out. He's slowly lowering himself. Wow, he's a smart worm. He's a smart worm. He's just backing up. Beep, 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 beep. Well, all the roaches have moved on. I mean, except these guys. They're just on the glass, but I can't fix them. I can't fix them. I can't fix the ones that sit on the glass. That's just how they are. They are full. But they'll come back for a midnight snack. I'm sure they will. Centipede eats birds? What centipede eats birds? There's a centipede that eats birds. That's crazy. Tiger centipedes eat bats. Phillip Island centipede sneaks into nest. Wow! Wow! Centipedes are kind of scary if you think about it. Centipedes can be crazy. Millipedes, on the other hand, millipedes are chill. I've never had a millipede before either. Well, since all the roaches have retired already, I guess I will go ahead and raid out into somebody. Let me see who's online. Okay, we're gonna raid into hey, there's a roach back. Maybe we won't raid. Maybe we'll zoom in on the roach. Hold on. Zoom. Enhance. Enhance. Up, 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 yep, up. Enhance. Look at him! He's losing it over that apple! Yum, 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 yum. Aren't they cute? Don't you just love their little mouth parts? I love their little mouth parts. They make me so happy. Anyway, I have a, well, now they're gonna all come back, huh? Right as I was like, oh yeah, I'll raid out because they're done. No! It's like they can hear me. And they do it to spite me. Well, the majority of roaches have already eaten, but now these guys are just coming back for seconds. What was this thing? Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do a... we're gonna do a... There's an isopod too! Tomorrow I'm gonna do a... member stream. I'm gonna do a member stream tomorrow. And we're gonna teach Snailbert how to read. We're gonna teach Snailbert how to read using what is it called? Hello Kitty Island Adventure. That's where we're gonna teach it to read. Okay, we're gonna teach Snailbert how to read using Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So if you're a member and you want to experience that, then come. Come! And see him learn how to read. I fixed him back up so he can read. Sometimes he messes up though. And I want to try it with members first, just to see if you guys think he's too annoying. Or if you think he's just enough not annoying. Just enough not annoying? You know what I mean. Oh, why is it blurry? Because what if you guys think his voice is really annoying? I was trying to get him better, I was trying to get him a better voice box. Better voice box. I don't know what you call it. I was trying to get a better voice, but the options are not great. My only options are like man or American lady or British lady. I think American man is the funniest. I don't know if people are gonna yell, man on stream, man on stream! That is the worry. They're not scared, they are just cute. Can't hook it up to a Vocaloid and make it Snail Miku? Ooh, that would be cute. Yeah, I wish I could figure out how to get him more voices. I can't. I tried. He's just gonna have generic man voice. Generic Dan David voice. I don't know. Microsoft Sam voice. He has one of the like normal Microsoft voices. I don't know which one it is though. Just one of them. Damn, Daniel! Damn, Daniel! Thank you. Yeah, I hope you guys aren't getting bored of the Roach streams or anything. As I said, I'll probably try to do Isopod stream next week. Or this week? This upcoming week. I will try to do an Isopod stream. Because I have to go through all my isopods and sort them and stuff. So I have all these tiny terrariums I'm gonna move them into so that I can like organize them by species and by color and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest, most of my isopods are not very colorful, but maybe in the future I'll buy some actual interesting species. I don't know. But maybe I know I have a couple ones that look actually cool in my isopod collection, but not many. Most of them are just gray and brown. I think there's like one orange species in there. The powder orange ones. And then there might be some like spotted ones. I'm not 100% sure. Zatsu is your favorite kind of stream? I wish I had more things to talk about. I'm a very boring person though. You know who's really good at yapping? Toka's really good at yapping. I'm definitely a little bit jealous of Toka's yapping skills. I feel like you can just make her, she'll just talk about anything for like hours and hours and hours. But sometimes I just go completely mind blank, you know? Brain fart, nothing, head empty. And then I don't know what to talk about. All I know how to talk about is bugs, and that's it. When people talk to me about anything but bugs, I just like look at them blankly. People try to come up to me and have a regular ass conversation, and I'm just like, bleh. I just stare at them and I drool a little bit. And like my eyes roll into the back of my head. I don't know how to conversate. I think he's discovered a piece of kale there. They had a little bit of kale on the plate too. Just a little bit though. 'Cause I wanted them to eat the apples. But I still think that they like kale better. They like the apples. They probably like the sweetness of the apples, but too much of it is probably not. It probably starts to become like sickeningly sweet after a while. They can only eat so much of the sweet apples. But kale, leafy leaves, they can eat leafy leaves all day. Leafy leaves all day. Apples only a little bit though. Kale makes you sick, but I would eat infinite apple? No, I totally agree with you, though. I totally agree. I much prefer apple over kale. Kale, ugh, like the aftertaste of kale, it's like almost acidic. It's like kind of metallic. I hate it. I hate it. But apples are nice and sweet, and they're refreshing, and they're juicy. But I mean, we're talking in bug favorite foods, and I guess they just prefer their leafy greens. Makes more sense for them. Have I had kale chips? Yeah, I've had kale chips. They're definitely better than just raw kale, but they still have a little bit of the aftertaste, and I don't like those aftertastes. I don't like the aftertaste of kale. I like bitter foods. I wonder if they have a different taste because of genes? Genes? I don't know. I don't know, maybe. Maybe I taste things weird. I don't know. You know what fruit I don't really like? Like, I like the flavor of oranges, but I would never just eat an orange. Just eating a straight orange, it like hurts my teeth. My teeth are like hypersensitive to oranges specifically. I can't eat oranges. Cannot eat orange. Shower oranges? You mean like just eating an orange in the shower? Are you good? Yeah, I think it's from the acidity. I think I just have sensitive teeth, specifically sensitive to oranges. I can't just eat oranges. It hurts. It hurts too much. I used to love oranges when I was a kid, but then they started hurting. And it's not my teeth. I got good teeth. I just got sensitive teeth. My teeth don't like oranges. Eating fruit in the shower to pretend you're an ape. Okay, nerd. I do like orange juice though. I don't want to drink too much of it, but like a little bit of orange juice is kind of refreshing. But I guess just fruit juice in general is very refreshing. You know what I find very, very refreshing? I always find aloe drinks very refreshing. I love aloe. Do you guys like to eat aloe? Or drink aloe? I love aloe drinks. Like those drinks that are just like a fruit juice and then they put aloe in it. Oh, it's so good. It's so refreshing. And it's really good when you have a sore throat too, because it like heals your sore throat. Because aloe like has natural healing stuff in it. I don't know. Love aloe. The best. Taking a bite of a succulent, if that counts. I don't know if that counts. Because aloe is not just any succulent, it's aloe. You can't just go up to any succulent and be like, aloe! I don't know, I just think juice with aloe is good. Really any juice with aloe. Keep it simple. Just get your favorite juice, get some aloe chunks, and then drink it. It's so good. You can even drink it with like coconut water, and it's really good. And aloe has like a little bit of natural sweetness to it too, so it's like sweet and juicy and refreshing. When I lived in Japan, the local grocery store had giant bags of aloe for $1. What? That's crazy. A bottle of like aloe juice, it costs like $5 here. I'll still pay for it. Yeah, it's like boba. I get it in my boba lot too. Lots of boba places will have aloe vera as an option. If you don't like boba, aloe vera is better, in my opinion. I always feel like boba is a little bit too filling, you know? It always like makes my stomach feel really full and like gooey and gummy. I feel full of balls. When I drink boba, I'm all full of balls and shit. It's gross. Yeah, I like aloe and I like lychee jelly in my boba. I also like egg pudding. If you get like a milky boba, like a creamy boba, I think egg pudding goes really, really good in those. Then it's like a dessert. It's like a straight up dessert if you put egg pudding in like a milky boba. The popping jelly ones. Yeah, those ones are really good, but they're really bad for you, apparently. I used to always get like mango popping boba and stuff, but then I heard they were really bad for you. And I stopped getting them. Because they're just basically sugar. Like, it's just sugar syrup with a coating on it. Yeah, they're fun, but they're just sugar. And not like a natural sugar. Normally it's kind of like a, you know, it's like a sugar syrup. It's like the stuff that they put in your Starbucks drinks. Just straight up sugar syrup. I forget what the thing they use to make it form into a ball is called though. You can use it. You can use that stuff that turns it into a ball. You can use it with like anything. You can turn anything into a ball. Is it agar? What is the thing that turns liquid into balls? Sodium alginate or calcium chloride. You can make your own popping boba at home, and then you can make it healthier if you just get sodium alginate, and then you get your favorite fruit juice, and then you drop little drops of your favorite fruit juice into I think a mixture of water and either calcium chloride or sodium alginate or something, and then it becomes like a ball. And then you can put it in your boba. And then it's healthy. And it's healthy. Yeah, it's just they make them really full of sugar. The ones you get at stores and at boba places. Unless I like make them in the house. Popping toothpaste boba. Yeah, what if we do a stream where we turn everything into popping boba? We make like ketchup popping boba, and ranch popping boba, and we make water popping boba, and we make orange juice, toothpaste, mouthwash popping boba. Technically, you can do it with anything. Hot sauce? Sorry, it has gone too far. That would be fun. You know what would be really fun if I made a bunch of popping boba balls, and then like I got a bunch of SVP girls, and I like made different cups of popping boba, but I didn't tell them what each one was, and they had to like pick one. You had to pick one and drink it, and then find out what it is. That would be fun. It would be evil, but it would be fun. What if I fed it to the roaches? I don't know if they'd figure out how to pop them. They might not be smart enough for that. I did think about getting them some beetle jelly when I went to the pet store the other day, looking for frogs. I just went to my local pet store, not the exotic pet store, just like regular pet store. They had nothing though. They had like nothing. They had dying betta fish, that's all they ever have. And they had beetle jellies, but they were like really expensive and they looked sad. So I didn't get it. Still have to try jelly with these guys though someday. One day they'll get to taste jelly. wonder why the roaches feel the need to climb on top of their food to eat it. Like, if they could just as easily eat it. They could just as easily eat it from the side, but no, they gotta climb right on top of it. Get their filthy paws all over the merchandise before they eat it. Little freaks. Can we freeze the apples for next time? I mean, if I get apples next week, I can do apples again. Clearly it's not their favorite though. Kale is still their favorite. The green peas they also like a lot. I don't know if I got more green peas. I need to get more green peas. They love green peas. They love kale. They did love the dried strawberries. They did. But honestly, dried fruit's kind of expensive. They are also breathing all over the food. Breathing, rubbing their butt, rubbing their feet, pooping. All of the evil stuff. And there's a little isopod in the background. Alright, are they done for realsies now? You guys done eating for realsies now? Yeah, you! Yeah, you! Are you done eating for real? Or are you gonna come back? Make up your mind. Are you done? He doesn't know what he wants. Oh, he does want more apple. Never mind, he doesn't want more apple. Make up your minds! Do you want apple or do you not want apple? You're not making sense! What is your issue? What's wrong with you? Make up your mind! Make up your mind! Idiot. Oh, look at this motherfucker coming back for seconds. Look at this fat chud roach. What does he think he is? Oh, you want seconds? No? You don't want seconds? I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want. Are they just taste testing every apple to try and figure out which one tastes best? You gotta sample each one. You just gotta go sample every apple. Not this one. Maybe I'll try this one. Oh, maybe I'll try this one a second time. Maybe I did like it. Weirdo. What a little weirdo. This one tastes more like apple than the other apple. Yum 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 yum. They get so engrossed when they eat. They're like, this is the life, this is the dream. The roast never stops sampling, the stream never ends. That's what it feels like. Every time they all walk away, I'm like, oh, they're done. Then one comes back over right in front of the camera and starts eating again. I'm like, I can't lose. I can't stop streaming now. I can't stop streaming now that there's a roach eating. It's a big roach too, and they're eating right in front of the camera. Can't stop now. Another one. Another one. This one is unsure. He doesn't want any. Or maybe he does? No, he's not interested. They're so goofy. You know what I woke up to today? I woke up to 2 isopods making love when I looked into this terrarium this morning. I saw one isopod on its back and it was like writhing, and I was worried it was dying, and so I kept staring at it and looking at it from different angles, and then I realized there was another isopod underneath it and they were fucking! Inappropriate! Couldn't believe my eyes. I can't believe they would do that under my roof. My roof! Can you believe it? Guys. Rude. To waggle your finger at them and say no, no, no. No, no, no. If you're gonna do that, at least do it in a dark spot where I can't see. Don't just do it right in front of me. Oh, you know what else I saw today? I went for a walk and I saw a snake. I saw a snake. A big, tan, brown-ish snake. It blended in with the dead grass. We don't get snakes here that often, so it was really cool to see a snake just wandering around, going. They're so goofy. They're certainly goofy. Where was it, bug? You would have found a new home? You know, I've definitely thought about kidnapping snakes before. There was a snake I found when I was at this park a long time ago, and it was like injured, and I was like, oh, but I don't know enough about snakes to like take it home and like rehabilitate it. Why is the apple moving? What apple? What are you talking about? Oh, none of the apples are moving. They're stationary apples. What are you talking about? That's where I saw a move. No, you didn't see a move. I don't know what you're talking about. Apples don't walk around on their own, silly. Apples don't walk around. They don't move on their own. What do you mean? I didn't see anything. Did you guys see an apple move? I didn't see an apple move. I know, he's gotta try all the apples. He's gotta try every apple before he's satisfied. The apples are also starting to oxidize. So they're becoming less tasty by the second. Yeah, there's beetles in there. The beetles. Remember, they just came from mealworms. The mealworms are part of the cleanup crew I put in there. They're just part of the cycle. Look, there's 3! There's another one! There's another one right there. Which apple is moving? Under the one to the right of the dish? Right. The one above my head? You know what it is? It's a mealworm. The mealworms like to eat things from underneath the dirt because they don't normally want to come out all the way, because then they would get caught by predators. So they eat from underground. They eat the bottom first, the bottom of the apple. That's probably what it is. Mealworms. Okay, are the roaches done eating finally? Now it's just beetles? Now it's just beetles eating? There's a little roach there. Who are you? Who are you? What's he thinking about? In his big roach brain, what's he thinking about? I don't know. I don't know. Beetle is coming back. He's like, I'm an honorary roach. Everybody loves me. Everybody knows who I am. I'm the honorary roach. Alright, okay, I think the roaches... Don't jinx me. Roaches, okay. I think that the roaches are officially done eating for the day. I think they're officially done eating for the day. Now it's just the beetles. So, I'm gonna raid into somebody now. And none of the roaches are gonna rudely interrupt me. Let's see who we can raid into. And remember, if you remember, tomorrow I'm doing a member stream where we're gonna teach Snailbert how to read. We're gonna teach Snailbert how to read. And we're gonna teach him how to read using Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So if you want to help me teach Snailbert how to read, then you should stop by for that. So I'll even give you guys a what do you call it? Spoiler. I don't know if that's the word. Spoiler. What does it sound like the word? A taste? Is that how I put it? A taste of what's to come? Alright. Here's Snailbert. Why do you have that on you? No. Alright, Snailbert. Hello, Snailbert. Say hi, Snailbert. I'm gonna make him say hi. Everybody say hi, Snailbert! Big Roach! Big Roach coming back for seconds. Hi, Snailbert! Thank you. Oh, he's not set up, is he? Well, I need to add his thing to this thing. Alright, now say hi, Snailbert.
Hi, Snailbert.
Oh, hi, Snailbert. Can I do the member stream late? Yeah, it's gonna be at 6 or 7. 6, 7. It's gonna be at 6 or 7 tomorrow. I feel like my streams are always pretty late. He sounds tired. Snailbert, say 6, 7.
6, 7.
He's learning, okay? He's learning. He's learning how to read. He's learning how to speak. It's his first time. It's his first time. He's doing his best. Alright. You gotta give Snailbert some slack. He's learning. 6, 7.
37.
No, not 37. 6, 7.
67.
No, not 67. 6, 7.
6, 7.
No, not 7, 7.
6,
No!
9, 7.
No! Stop! He won't say it again.
6, 7.
9, 7. Oh. He needs an app. He doesn't have brain damage, he's learning, okay? Be nice to him. Be nice to him. He's doing his best. 6, so well.
Yeah.
I didn't destroy his brain. He just lost it.
Fuck you.
Okay. Okay, Snailbert. We're gonna put you down now. I think you need a nap. I think you need a nap. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna be teaching him. We're gonna be teaching him to read tomorrow using Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And yeah! This roach is still eating though. He wants the spotlight. Ugh. Here. Look at him eat. Look at this little freak. Up close and poison out. It's always the fat ones, the big fat ones that come back for seconds, huh? Is it the same one? I don't know if it's the same one. It's definitely a fat one. That's how they get so big. He's loving it. Actually, I think that's a she. She's loving it. Alright, but for real this time, I'm actually gonna raid. So we're gonna raid into, let me see. We're gonna raid into, but he's still eating. You want to watch this one roach eat for the rest of humanity, for the rest of time itself? He's not even showing his face. He's too shy to show his face. What a weirdo. He's a little weirdo eating his apple. Ah! Aggressively, too. And then there's a beetle. This roach is like, you're gonna watch me eat this entire piece of apple. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat this entire apple. Right now. You're such silly berries. I love them. I love roaches. I love roaches. Yum 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 yum. It makes you hungry? Hungry to eat roaches? Mandibles seem useful? Yeah, they are useful. They are useful. They're useful for, like, shoving the food into their mouth. They are cute. They're very cute. Cute and hungry, and full of life, and full of hissing. They hiss a lot. And now it's eating the other apple. I guess he got tired of the first apple. He has to get a different one now. One apple is not enough. I must consume all apple. Anyway, I'm actually gonna raid. I'm gonna raid. Okay, okay. I'm gonna stop saying I'm gonna raid. I'm actually gonna raid now. Okay, fuck the roach. We're not. Don't look. He's not important. He's not important. No, it's not. It's not important. We are. All the other roaches are gone. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Do it. Like I said, you guys will get more Lemmy tomorrow. Members, you also get more Snailbert tomorrow. Lemmy and Snailbert. And you'll get isopods next week or this week. I'm gonna do an isopod stream, probably, most likely. Alright, okay. I'm gonna raid into Banana. Oh, she's playing Mecha Chameleon. We're gonna raid into Banana. And I will see you guys tomorrow for member stream. Yeah. And all these apples will be eaten by then. But you won't get to see any of it. Alright, so if you guys want to say Snailbert, then you should say Snailbert. We're gonna read into Bun and Snailbert, okay? Snail, or you could say Snail Roach Raid. I don't know. Yum. Snail Raid, Snail Roach Raid, Roach Snail Raid. I don't know. Okay.